Hi everyone, I'm here today in Insadong and I'm going to be trying out GS25's newest convenience store, which features cutting-edge robot technology. Let's see what all the fuss is about. So I'm here today at GS25's newest, most futuristic convenience store in the heart of Insadong. Insadong is probably the cultural centre for Seoul. Very interesting place. I've been in many times before. Not seen anything quite like this though, so let's have a look what's inside. So they've got a pretty large section of ramen here. Some of it are the little pots where you can just put water in yourself. They've got a little hot water urn here where you can just pour it once you've paid for it. Other ones, they've got some special induction machines where you pay for these and they'll give you a little container and then you can put them in the induction machines and it'll cook it for you following a set program. Yeah, quite a lot of interesting ones. Some I've never seen before. At the top, if you look, there's different classifications. There's very hard, I'm guessing they're quite spicy, hard, normal, and easy. I don't know why they've got little shin cups there if they're hard, because they've got the big shin cups there which are very hard. I'd probably say that these ones, the buldak noodles, they're quite spicy, but they are manageable. I'm going to opt for some of this one. I've never had it before, but it looks quite interesting. And yeah, for the price, 2,751 and 1,200 to go, where they cook it inside the store, that's not a bad price. For the other ones where you cook them with the water urns, there's no added charge. It's free, so you just use the hot water. So roughly for the price, that's about £2. So I'll just go and pay for that and try and figure out the machine behind me. So with this I need to just put the noodles in there, and I've got 2 sachets. One is for the dried vegetables and one's for the jajang sauce. Oh, there's a third one, which is the oil. Not quite sure what I need to do here, because normally with jajang you put the powder in the oil after you've drained off some of the water, so I don't know how that's going to work. Well, we'll see. The guy told me you got this little thing and you got a barcode and you just scan it on the machine and it'll do the rest for you. Oh, okay. So I think that's right. Okay, so the guy told me I actually do need to put this in first. He says it's different. I'll take him at his word. You should have realised really, they've actually got a video that's above the screen that shows you how to cook everything. You can get eggs, 451. That's pretty good. Comes out to about 30p. Maybe next time, if I'm feeling a bit more adventurous, I'll put an egg in, but this time I want to try a few things, so I think jajang on its own will be pretty good. The guy told me put the powder in several times. I didn't listen. I thought there was a bit of a language barrier, but no, he understood. With these noodles, you keep the water in, you don't pour them out as you normally do with jajang. And the consistency looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. I like it to be a little bit thicker. It's a little bit watery, but jajang's jajang, and it should taste pretty nice. I'm just going to mix it a little bit more and put some of this oil in. It's got a nice little easy cutout for you to pull that apart, and I'll just mix that together. and give it a try. Yeah, it's good, this one. I've not tried this one before. Full of flavour, judging flavour. Noodles have been cooked perfectly. I'd say that these are probably on the al dente side, which is what I like. I don't like them to be too soft, otherwise they sort of swell up and get a little bit stodgy in your mouth. But yeah, these are pretty nice, so I'm very happy with that. And it wasn't too expensive, so I think it was 2,751, and then for the cooking it here it's like a 1,201 extra, I think. So all in all, not a bad price for, you know, a snack or a meal if you're in a rush. Yeah, pretty happy. So sitting almost directly opposite me is the Go Pizza station. It was being restocked earlier, so I couldn't actually get a look at it, but now that I can see, it's got an automated system where a robot arm will cook your pizza for you. I think it's pretty cool, and I'm going to give that a try just as soon as I finish these noodles. Those are absolutely delicious, and as you can see, there's just a little bit of sauce left and some little meat pieces, which are quite delicious. So I found out, unfortunately, that the Go Pizza machine is broken. It's not going to work today. Bit gutted, really. I wanted to see the robot cook my pizza for me. Instead, I'm going to go for some of the food that's at the front of the counter, some of the hot food. It's not hot yet because I need to cook it in the microwave. Not automated, but better than nothing. I've gone for the dakochi. This is a spicy one. The guy asked me twice, you sure you want the spicy one? I said, yeah, sure. I don't think Korean food's always that spicy, but I think there's a general fear that foreigners can't handle it. I'm pretty good with spice, so let's try. Spicy. Very, very spicy. It's spicy. Oh God. Yeah, I've had to buy a drink just to get rid of some of the spicy flavour. Delicious, by the way. Really tender chicken, and it's looks like it's brown meat, like thigh meat. Very nice. Like I said, it's a little bit spicy. He did warn me, but I should have listened to him actually. I didn't listen to him about the noodles, having to put the powder in. And when he said this is spicy, I didn't listen again. But I can handle this just about. It's very nice. So that chicken was 2,201. The other chicken I got was also 2,201. I think that's pretty good value. In the UK, the exchange rate is 1,800 won to the pound, so it's a little bit over £1 for each one. Can't argue with that. And I'll try this one. Wow. So this is basically fried chicken, and it looks like this might be the breast meat. The batter itself is pretty crispy and well seasoned. I'm not sure if it's slightly spicy, but if KFC did chicken like this in the UK, I'd be pretty happy at this price especially. Yeah, really, really good. So I think I've talked about this store only in the sense that they do convenience food on the go. If you want to eat in, you can do that. If you want to take it out, you can. They've got all the equipment here to do so. Other things they've got are your typical pouch drinks with the ice cups. They're nice and they're becoming really, really popular in the UK at the moment. Other things that they do, they've got whole food sections. You can go around, buy snacks, sweets, drinks. Obviously, luckily it was there for me. I love Milkis and it's really great for cooling your tongue when you're eating something hot. Yeah, it's a really nice place. It's not as busy as I thought it would be, but then again, looking at the time, it is 11:42. I did eat in a convenience store for a video a couple of years back near Insadong, and it got really, really busy about 12 o'clock because everybody just came in for lunchtime from the offices. Perhaps it's going to be the same here, that at 12 o'clock there'll be a rush. But I've got most of my stuff out of the way. I've had my lovely chicken and noodles. All I've got left is the ice cream and coffee. So in front of me I've got a ice cream machine. I don't know what it's doing. It seems to be soothing itself by rocking back and forth. I noticed here we've got a few options on the screen. There's sweet fruits. It doesn't look like fruit. Strawberry Oreo and double chocolate. I think I'll probably go for the strawberry Oreo. Sounds like an interesting mix. Okay. Put the card in. Okay, so not the best of luck today. It's telling me that this one's out of stock, so try again. I'll go for the sweet fruits. Keeps telling me that everything's out of stock. The guy came over to help, but it's still the same. Can't order anything. Bit of a shame. He says wait a minute, so hopefully he'll be able to get something sorted and I can finally get my ice cream because I really want one. Yes, please. 감사합니다. Okay, finally we can see what this robot can do. Yeah, it looked like they were doing something in the back just then, trying to reprogram it, get it started again, and it seems to have done the trick. It's accepting card payments, which it wasn't before. I don't know what I was expecting from this, to be honest, because it doesn't look that impressive at this moment. Oh, it knows where to go though. Oh my god. Yeah, thanks. Very futuristic. I have to go back to the counter and ask them to put some Oreos on it. I'd like to say it was quick, but it took me about 10 minutes to get this sorted, and even then it didn't do it right. I had to get some help from the human, who was very kind, from behind the counter to get some Oreos and do it manually. Probably would have been quicker if they had an ice cream machine just behind them, where they could just pour it themselves and put the topping on. Looking at that, it's, to be honest, for the price, I think it's a bit expensive. It's a bit of a gimmick, 4,900 won. Yeah, I mean, I've just had pretty much 2 pieces of chicken for less than that. And again, the noodles were even cheaper. So, well, anyway, it's a bit of fun. Let's try. The Oreos are quite nice with the strawberry. I never thought to try those like that before. The ice cream, it's a little bit icy or slushy in a way. It is firm, it is really cold, but it's not that sort of creamy ice cream you get in the UK. They're really soft serve type, very, very smooth, very, very tasty. I wonder if this is quite a decent quality ice cream for the price. I I think it probably is. So yeah, not bad. So with my ice cream, I want a bit of coffee, and this one does latte art. It isn't too badly priced, to be honest. Looking at the board here, it says latte art, iced or hot is 3001, Americano is 1500, and iced Americano is 2000. Let's see, this screen here I can choose. Okay, so go for latte hot, 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 hot. Okay, now we can choose what we want. What's the most difficult? This one looks pretty hard. Oh my god, the screen's so rubbish. Yes. Oh, okay, so it's decided to start making something. Hopefully it's not like the ice cream one where it just decides not to give me Oreos or anything. It's giving me 2 cups. Is that it? Okay, no. I'm trying to stay kind and positive. Looking at the coffee, I think this is probably the worst coffee art I've ever seen. And yeah, I've seen some pretty bad coffee art. So look at this beautiful swan that the machine's done for me. It kind of looks like a swan. Is that the way? Is this the right way up? Anyway, 3001. Shouldn't. Hang on. Let me just take the other cup out. Okay, that's better. 3001. Not a bad price. I guess if it was working correctly, the coffee art would be a lot better. But I'm here for the taste, not for the automated coffee art machine. Wow. It's actually really good. So 0 out of 10 for presentation. In terms of flavour and quality of the coffee itself, I'd say that's probably a solid 7. I don't normally grade food or drinks like this, but I have to say something positive because, to be honest, I've not had the best of luck with these automated machines. They've been pretty rubbish so far. But yeah, I'm enjoying this coffee. GS25 Grand Blue 49. Yeah, bit of a mouthful. It's their flagship store. It's their high-tech concept where you'll be able to get food served by robots. The robots I had, I wouldn't call them robots. They don't really have much intelligence or capability. If you want your ice cream with Oreos, yeah, forget it. You're not going to get them unless you ask the human for it. Pizza, I don't know why the pizza machine wasn't working, a bit of a shame. I do enjoy pizza, and I was hoping to see how the robot handles that. Probably it would have been a mess, judging by the coffee, the latte, and I had with the artwork. Can I call it artwork? I think in future I'll have mine done by a barista, I'll pay a little bit more. and it might be a little bit more enjoyable. But having said that, the coffee itself was pretty decent. Ice cream, yeah, was quite creamy, possibly a good quality one. And yeah, the noodles with the induction at that station, yeah, they're pretty good. Have it again, it's pretty cheap. I think 4,001 they came out as roughly, which is just a little bit more than £2. Can't argue with that. I don't think I'm fully satisfied with the dessert and coffee, purely because I like to have some nicer surroundings. So I'm going to walk down the road to Insadong and have a look at what they've got to offer. So I'm here in Insadong, in the heart of Insadong at Cheongsudang. The place is really, really popular. I've seen it on Instagram before. Last year I tried to come in, but it was too busy, so I just gave up. Looks like the hype's died down a little bit because there's no queue. So let's have a look at what all the fuss is about. Okay, so I'm here in the really popular Cheongsudang. It's really, really quite pretty inside. There's a lot of greenery. There's some bamboo behind me. On the other side, there's some more. The guy just to my right is sweeping up the water. I don't know where the water's from, but it's a little bit splashy under my feet. I won't let that detract from the experience though. I guess it's kind of a rainforesty sort of vibe. Let's have a look at the menu. So menu's quite simple. You scan the QR code and then you look at the menu. There's Mont Blanc and there's soufflé castella as well as fromage cake. All of them look quite nice, but quite expensive. 14,001 is probably one of the cheapest there, and that's going to be the Mont Blanc. Looking at the coffees as well, they're quite expensive, so I might as well just go all in and get something really nice. And the one that's caught my eye is the Stone Drip Egg Coffee, and that's their signature. I can see that there's an iced option there, so I'm going to go for that because it's quite a warm day today. So I've ordered it and they've given me one of these, which is pretty standard in Korea. This buzzes when your food's ready and your drinks are ready, so I'm guessing I just collect it then. The total bill came to 21,800. I mean, that's quite a lot, to be honest. That's possibly about what I spent in the convenience store, and I got a whole load of food and drink for that. It is what it is. I think you're paying for the atmosphere in the place, and I'm just hoping that the food and the drink are quite nice. I've gone for the marron flavoured Mont Blanc. Apparently that's the most popular, that's a signature, and I can't wait. Okay, so it's pretty quick. They didn't mess around. The cake, Mont Blanc, was already ready, obviously. I think they put the stuff on top at the end. Comes a really interesting plate. The drink that they've given me, the lady told me don't mix it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to drink it. Give me a straw, so I'll stick the straw down and start from the bottom, I guess. We'll see. Yeah? You want me to move? Okay, yeah? No problem. Okay, so let's try the cake. The Mont Blanc. It's really awkward to handle. It's the only way I can do it whilst trying to keep it in shot. So it's quite firm, this little part here. It's a bit of a shell. Expensive, I don't want to lose any. I've got some of the cream, some of this soil, and some of the, what would you call them? These long bits on the outside. Really nice. I'd say it's not overly sweet. It's just right. Sometimes these things can be a bit too sickly. This one isn't. Maybe you can see a bit better from there what kind of filling there is. Yeah, marrow flavoured chestnut. It's quite nice. Not the easiest thing to eat. Bits keep falling off here and there. You can see that there's a lot of attention to detail. There's chestnuts on the inside. This biscuit base kind of reminds me of Oreos, but not quite. Probably something a little bit more expensive. Is it worth 14,000 won? Not quite sure, to be honest. I mean, you know, for the experience, for trying something different, yeah, I think 14,000 won could be okay. The way it's presented, the flavors, pretty nice, pretty delicate. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think you can't argue really when you're sitting here in such, you know, beautiful surroundings. I'll forgive the water. It's not ideal, but I'm not wearing flip-flops. I'm not wearing just socks on the floor. It's fine. I don't even notice it. The guy, oh yeah, it's still splashing. The drink. I'm going to try and tackle this. Looking at the top, it looks like a creme brulee almost. She said don't mix. She was adamant about that. Oh wow, coffee is so nice. I can't taste any of the egg custard on the top. I'm tempted to mix it, but she said no. So I'm going to try to suck some from the top. Very nice. Yeah, it's basically an egg custard in a drink form. I'm being very, very cautious because it's starting to mix. So yeah, I can tell it's really good quality, really nicely made coffee. I did see the barista earlier making some of the coffee, so they know what they're doing. They know their stuff when it comes to coffee, and I think that's the same in lots of places in Korea. Yeah, really good. So Cheongsudang in Insadong, and we had GS25, super futuristic robot technology, serving me the best of pizza, coffee. Not really, but yeah, pretty good offering, pretty good good attempt at making a new concept. I think if those robots worked, it'd be even better, but I'll let them off. They had a bit of an off day today, those poor robots. They've been working hard, trying to please the humans, the masters. So yeah, today's been quite enjoyable. The last place wasn't particularly cheap, but the atmosphere, the food quality and the coffee quality, yeah, excellent. Did enjoy it, and I recommend that you go in future. So thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.